Ernest, thank you for sitting down for a chat with me. We are at this beautiful location for ISTA's centennial annual meeting. At this time next year in Christchurch, you are going to be moving from vice president position to president position of ISTA. Tell me about what are your hopes and plans for ISTA going into the future?
I came into ISTA with the hope of expanding ISTA, actually. I come from the United States, and we have, obviously, we trade all over the world. One of the things that we want to do in the United States is actually be able to trade in a lot of the countries that really don't have the quality of seed that a lot of our companies may be looking for. And by ISTA going there, teaching them how to do things the way, a lot of European countries do it, a lot of the way the American countries do it. Hopefully we'll open up a lot of trade opportunities.
Now, tell me, you are stepping up into this very senior position with ISTA. What drew you into this kind of a leadership role?
And I was just kind of asked, hey, Ernest, would you do this? And being from the United States, being that I needed to be here anyway to represent my country and our stakeholders, why not be more involved? The more involved you are, the more you're able to have a seat at the table when decisions are made that can help your stakeholders and your citizens.
Would you advise other people who are part of the seed testing sector to step into these kind of roles?
We need people to step into these roles. We're a very small community. Seed industry is really small. We, for a while, I think around the world, we've had an issue trying to get young people to step into roles. All intensive pushes on trying to get people to come into the seed industry, to be a part of this very needed sector. The seeds first. As our seed trade organization in the United States would say, first the seed. Nothing happens without the seed. You don't get your feed for your animals. You don't get the crops. You don't get food for people. So we need people to start. The thing is, you have crops and you have your steak and you have, people don't think about the seed often. So they don't study that in school. You don't hear about it. So it's not as sexy, if I use that word, as everything else. We need people. We need people to know about who we are. So yes, it's important that we get people into this industry and into these higher roles.
This feels like just the beginning of a much bigger conversation, but I think some really important messages that you've got there to inspire other people to step up into these roles. And I'm really excited to watch what you do in growing this organization. Ernest, thank you for making time for me. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.